So we climbed the 2.7 up from
maybe 8 miles, not that far.
yeah, about 8 miles. And we're at Angel's Crest, Grassy Hollow Visitor Center, which is off of Angel's Crest Highway. So we had a lot of solid uphill today. Some nice cruisy stuff for sure. The joke of the day has been that the Angel's Crest Highway runs really smoothly along, and the Pacific Crest Trail goes, not for you. The road is not for you.
Whoever designed the trail was cruel.
We're headed for a campsite about 3 miles from here, which sets us up in a good position for Mount Baden-Powell tomorrow. Morning. We're headed up Mount Baden-Powell. We camped across the canyon last night. We went all the way down to the bottom this morning and started coming up. So far, the tales of the treachery of Mount Baden-Powell are not panning out, but we still have. What's that?
You shouldn't say that.
I know, I shouldn't jinx us. Ha! What an easy mountain. No, we know we have some snow coming up. And this is our last water, Lamel Spring. This is our last water for about 8 miles or so. The summit's only what, a mile and a half?
I'll check. I'm not sure. It's
So yeah, just gonna do some maintenance here, tank up with water, maybe eat a little bit, and move on. Get over the summit. Probably got a little bit of snow.
2.2.
2.2 to the summit. Okay.
Halfway.
So yeah, we're about halfway. Past the summit, there's probably a little bit more snow to negotiate going down, so that'll be a little bit tricky, but probably it won't take too long to get back down to dry trail. And then there's a campsite called Little Jimmy Spring, and we might stay there, but it's not very many miles, so it just depends how we feel. Might go on and carry some water and dry camp somewhere else. Head on down. That's about it. As good as possible, I mean, you know.
Hey, I just wanted to, I have to make a comment, you know, about Doc. He tells these jokes, and I gotta say, it's not that the jokes that are funny, it's just how funny he thinks the jokes are. Do you guys get that? I don't know, maybe it's just me.
video. What do you think? Easy peasy. And we beat the kids. Not that it's a race. There it is. 30 more vertical feet to go. There's the summit of Baden-Powell. 15. Came down this snow here. Wasn't too bad. Just big steps, but well kicked in. This is an 1800-year-old limber pine. It's near the top of Mount San Jacinto. And these things grow so old because they can, so you can see a lot of the trees dead, but they can continue to grow their cambium on the outside, so you see where the bark is wrapped around there. It all just stays alive. Same tree as when it was a seedling. No, never have. These are our two Israeli friends here. Pungo, top of Mount Baden-Powell. Just over up there. Pretty gentle once you get up here, but there's a steep snow climb. Well, there are switchbacks, a switchback trail, but it's there's so much snow that the boot track just goes straight up for the last mile or so. But with the clouds down in the west, Los Angeles down there somewhere. Let's get down here. It's Pungo on the left and two Israeli friends on the right. That's it. This whole mountaintop's covered with limber pines and really old, really cool pines. This tree here is probably putting up this root. It's alive right there. So we gotta go down on this ridge somewhere. There's water in about 6-7 miles. I'll head down there in a while. Take care. Whew, that's still Mount Baden-Powell over there. Been quite an adventure to escape that thing. Had to come over that whole ridge. Just had a huge climb down from this little saddle. Whew. It's like we can't escape it. Los Angeles is out there underneath the clouds. And now we should be on a more reasonable trail toward Little Jimmy Spring. Some water. Oh, there goes my 20,000 step alarm. All right, June, what is it, June 9th? June 9th, about 1 o'clock, mile 400. Just proving that it's about the journey, not the destination. The only thing here is this 400 made out of pine cones. This is a little pipe spring. It's got a little valve on it, it shoots out a lot of water. Just got water from that. Pungo's walking down the road on the trail a ways. He doesn't need as much water as I do. So I'll use the time to give a little report. So let's see, we went over Mount Baden-Powell yesterday, and it was a hard-fought 16 miles or so. It's interesting, it's funny, the descent from, quote, descent from Mount Baden-Powell has a lot of uphill in it. But today has had some hills, but not too bad. Got about 6 miles to where we want to camp today, and most of it's downhill, punctuated once in a while with climbs, so not too bad. We got a 6 o'clock start this morning, and we made a couple mistakes, navigating mistakes. First one I think is more my mistake than anybody's. There's a little closed area of trail that's for it's so that people can get around this habitat for this endangered mountain yellow-legged frog. And I definitely want to honor that, but especially at the time we're just in a massive extinction right now, probably caused by humans. But we got to the closure and it said trail closed, and it was at a road we've been kind of crisscrossing for a while. Anyway, there's just no indication of where the alternate trail was. And I had my map app open and had a little endangered species entry on it. And I just failed to hit this little thing that said show more, which would have told us precisely where to go. But instead, we went through the closure area. We tried to be gentle. I didn't see any frogs. Saw a lot of fish in the creek. But the trail was, obviously hadn't been that well used for several years. So it wasn't in that good a shape. It had a lot of another thing on it called poodle dog bush. It sounds like a funny name, but it's apparently much worse than poison oak or poison ivy for skin irritation. So we went through kind of some thickets of that and tried not to touch it, so we shall see. Yeah, so that probably cost us a fair bit of effort as opposed to just walking up the road. That's all right. Anyway, we're headed north to Sulphur Springs Trail Camp, one of the many trail camps down here. They seem to be outfitted for horses and things. Apparently you can drive into this one, so that of course is always an opportunity to look sad and yogi a hamburger from a family grill in